What if the key to lasting joy wasn't found in chasing external pleasures, but in mastering your own mind? Imagine standing in the midst of a chaotic world, feeling completely at peace, knowing that nothing outside of you can disturb your inner tranquility. This is the essence of Stoic joy. A joy not dependent on circumstances, but on your ability to control your reactions and perceptions. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful Stoic practices that can help you cultivate a deep, resilient joy that withstands life's ups and downs. Whether you're facing a difficult situation or just seeking a more fulfilling life, these techniques can guide you toward a state of inner contentment that few ever achieve. But before we dive into these timeless strategies, take a moment to think about this. How often do we let external events dictate our happiness? And what if, by changing our approach, we could unlock a source of joy that no one could ever take away? If this resonates with you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more insights on living a more meaningful life. As we journey through these practices, you'll discover how ancient wisdom can offer profound guidance for modern challenges. Each technique we'll discuss has been practiced by some of history's greatest minds, people who faced unimaginable trials yet found a way to remain joyful. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to apply these same principles in your own life. So, are you ready to discover the secrets of Stoic joy? Let's begin with the first technique, one that lies at the very heart of Stoic philosophy and has the power to transform how you experience every moment of your life. Stay tuned, because what comes next might just change how you see the world. 1. Understanding the dichotomy of control. Imagine you're a ship captain navigating through a fierce storm. The wind howls, the waves crash against your vessel, and the sky is a swirling mass of grey. In that moment, what can you control? Certainly not the wind or the waves. They are forces of nature beyond your influence. But you can control how you steer the ship, the adjustments you make to your sails, and the decisions you make to keep your crew safe. This, in essence, is the dichotomy of control, a fundamental concept in Stoicism that has the power to transform how you navigate the storms of life. The dichotomy of control teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while letting go of what we cannot, such as other people's opinions or the outcome of events. It's a simple idea, yet incredibly profound. Think about how much of your daily stress comes from worrying about things outside your control. What if you could free yourself from that burden? The ancient Stoics believed that by doing so, you could find a deep, unshakable joy. Let's take a moment to apply this principle to a common scenario. Imagine you're preparing for a big presentation at work. You've done your research, rehearsed your speech, and are ready to impress. But there's one thing you can't control: how your audience will react. They might love it, they might not. By focusing on what you can control, your preparation, your delivery, your attitude, you can approach the situation with confidence and calm, regardless of the outcome. This shift in perspective can make all the difference, turning anxiety into composure and frustration into resilience. Now, consider how this concept might apply to your own life. What are some areas where you're currently expending energy on things beyond your control? How might your experience change if you redirected that energy toward what you can influence? The beauty of the dichotomy of control is that it empowers you to take charge of your own happiness, no matter what external circumstances you face. As we delve deeper into this practice, remember that the Stoics weren't just philosophers. They were practical thinkers who applied these ideas in the real world. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, ruled an empire with this mindset, focusing on what he could control as a leader while accepting the uncertainties of the larger world. By adopting this same approach, you can start to experience a similar sense of peace and joy in your own life. But the journey doesn't end here. The next Stoic practice we'll explore builds on this foundation by teaching you how to mentally prepare for life's inevitable challenges. It's a technique that might seem counterintuitive at first, but it's incredibly powerful. Stay with us, because what comes next could completely change how you view your most difficult moments. 2. Practicing negative visualization. Imagine waking up one morning and, as you go about your daily routine, suddenly realizing that everything you cherish could be gone tomorrow. Your job, your home, even the people you love. What if they were no longer there? This might sound like a distressing thought, but for the Stoics, it was a powerful tool for cultivating joy. This practice is known as negative visualization, and while it may seem counterintuitive, it holds the key to unlocking a profound sense of gratitude and resilience. Negative visualization involves deliberately contemplating the loss of the things you value most. By vividly imagining worst-case scenarios, whether it's losing a loved one, facing financial ruin, or encountering some other personal disaster, you prepare your mind for life's inevitable hardships. But more importantly, this practice shifts your focus from taking things for granted to appreciating them deeply. When you realize that nothing in life is guaranteed, you begin to savor the present moment, finding joy in even the simplest of experiences. Let's consider an example from history. The Roman philosopher Seneca, one of the great Stoic thinkers, was known for his regular practice of negative visualization. He would imagine himself losing his wealth, status, and even his life. Not to dwell in despair, but to remind himself that true happiness doesn't come from external possessions or circumstances. This exercise allowed him to stay calm and composed, even when facing real adversity, because he had already mentally prepared for it. He once said, "He robs present ills of their power, who has perceived their coming beforehand." This mindset not only helped him endure, but also led to a more fulfilled and joyful existence. The collector, the Stoic Jim. Now, let's bring this idea closer to home. Think about something you deeply value, perhaps your family, your health, or your career. How often do you stop to appreciate it fully? By practicing negative visualization, you can train your mind to value these aspects of your life more consciously. The next time you're with a loved one, pause and imagine what life would be like without them. Instead of filling you with dread, this exercise can make your time together even more precious, heightening your sense of joy and gratitude. But negative visualization is not about living in fear of loss. It's about embracing the transient nature of life and finding peace in it. When you come to terms with the fact that everything is temporary, you stop clinging to things and start living more fully in the present. This practice can also reduce anxiety about the future because you've already considered and accepted the worst that could happen. It's a paradoxical way to find joy, but one that has been proven effective time and again by those who have practiced it. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, how might your outlook on life change if you regularly practiced negative visualization? How could this shift in perspective lead you to a deeper, more resilient form of joy? In our next section, we'll explore another powerful Stoic technique, one that is intimately connected with this practice. It's a habit that has been cherished by leaders, philosophers, and thinkers for centuries. And it's something you can start doing today to cultivate greater clarity and inner peace. Stay with us as we dive into the art of journaling and how it can transform your life. 3. Journaling for self-reflection. Picture this. It's the year 170 AD, and the most powerful man in the world, Marcus Aurelius, sits alone in his tent, far from the luxuries of his palace. He's in the middle of a grueling military campaign, yet every night he takes out a simple parchment and begins to write. What could possibly drive an emperor, with the weight of an empire on his shoulders, to spend his precious time on such a solitary, introspective activity? The answer lies in the transformative power of journaling, a practice that not only helped Marcus Aurelius navigate the immense pressures of his life, but also served as a cornerstone of his Stoic philosophy. Journaling isn't just about recording events, it's a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth. For the Stoics, this practice was essential for examining one's thoughts, actions, and emotions. Marcus Aurelius used his journal to remind himself of Stoic principles, to keep his ego in check, and to reflect on how well he was living in accordance with his values. His writings, which we now know as meditations, offer timeless wisdom, but they were never intended for public consumption. They were, in essence, letters to himself, a way to process his experiences and ensure he was leading a life of virtue and purpose. The collector, Stoic. Now, let's bring this ancient practice into the modern world. Imagine ending your day by jotting down a few thoughts in a journal. It doesn't have to be a grand reflection. Even simple observations about your day can be profoundly illuminating. Perhaps you notice that you reacted poorly to a stressful situation. By writing it down, you're not just recording the event, you're creating an opportunity to learn from it. Over time, these reflections help you identify patterns in your behavior, allowing you to make more conscious choices that align with your values. But journaling isn't just about correcting mistakes. It's also a way to celebrate victories, however small they may be. Did you manage to stay calm in a situation that would have normally triggered anger? Write about it. This reinforces positive behaviors and helps you build a stronger sense of self-discipline. Moreover, by regularly engaging in this practice, you start to see the bigger picture of your life, which can be incredibly empowering. Here's a question to consider. When was the last time you truly reflected on your day, not just as a series of events, but as a part of your personal growth? How might your life change if you made journaling a regular habit? As you think about this, remember that the act of writing itself is a form of therapy. It slows down your racing thoughts, allowing you to process emotions and gain clarity. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information and distractions, journaling offers a moment of peace, a chance to connect with yourself on a deeper level. As we move forward, think about how you can integrate this practice into your daily routine. Even just a few minutes of reflection each day can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional well-being. But there's more to Stoicism than just self-reflection. In the next section, we'll explore a practice that might seem a bit uncomfortable at first, but it's one that can build resilience and lead to a more fulfilling life. It's all about embracing discomfort, and I think you'll find the insights fascinating. Stay tuned. 4. Embracing discomfort. Imagine waking up before dawn, stepping outside into the cold morning air, and starting your day with a brisk walk. The chill bites at your skin. Your breath forms visible puffs, and every step feels like a small challenge against the comfort of staying indoors. Yet, as you push through the discomfort, something remarkable happens. You begin to feel more alive, more resilient. This simple act of embracing discomfort is at the heart of a Stoic practice that has been used for centuries to build inner strength and find joy in simplicity. The Stoics believed that deliberately exposing yourself to discomfort is a powerful way to prepare for life's inevitable challenges. They practiced voluntary hardship, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood that it made them stronger, more disciplined, and ultimately happier. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, often fasted or dressed in rough clothing to remind himself that he could endure far more than he thought. He believed that by facing discomfort willingly, you build a resilience that shields you from the fear of losing life's comforts, the collector, the Stoic gym. Let's take a look at a modern-day example. Have you ever tried taking a cold shower? It's not the most pleasant experience, especially when your body craves warmth and comfort. But many people who practice Stoicism start their day this way, not just as a physical challenge, but as a mental one. The cold water forces you to confront your instincts, to resist the urge to flee from discomfort. And when you endure it, you're not just toughening your body, you're training your mind to be strong in the face of adversity. Over time, this practice can transform how you respond to life's challenges, making you more resilient and less dependent on external comforts for your happiness. But embracing discomfort isn't just about physical challenges. It can also be about putting yourself in situations that push your emotional boundaries. For instance, having difficult conversations, stepping out of your comfort zone to try something new, or even enduring moments of solitude can be forms of voluntary discomfort. Each time you do, you strengthen your ability to cope with life's uncertainties and find joy in your own resilience. Now, I want you to reflect on your own life. Are there areas where you shy away from discomfort, choosing the easy path instead? What might change if you started to embrace those uncomfortable moments, seeing them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow? Consider this. The discomfort you willingly face today is the strength you'll rely on tomorrow. This is the essence of the Stoic approach to joy, finding fulfillment not in avoiding challenges, but in overcoming them. As you ponder these questions, remember that Stoicism is about taking small, consistent steps toward a more resilient and joyful life. You don't need to start with grand gestures. Begin with something simple, like taking that cold shower or choosing to walk instead of drive. Over time, these small acts of embracing discomfort will build a foundation of strength and contentment that can carry you through even the toughest times. In the next section, we'll explore a practice that ties all of these ideas together, a way to remain fully present and connected to the moment, regardless of what life throws at you. It's a practice that can help you find peace in the chaos and joy in the simplest of moments. Stay with us as we delve into the Stoic art of mindfulness and presence. 5. Mindfulness and presence. Have you ever found yourself lost in thought while doing something as simple as washing the dishes? Your hands are busy, but your mind is somewhere else, maybe replaying a conversation from earlier or worrying about what's coming tomorrow. It's a common experience in our fast-paced world, but the Stoics believed that this disconnect from the present moment was one of the greatest barriers to true happiness. They understood that real joy isn't found in the past or the future, but right here, in the now. This brings us to the final practice in our journey, mindfulness and presence. The Stoics taught that the only moment we truly have control over is the present one. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. a simple yet profound reminder that our power lies in how we choose to experience each moment. When you're fully engaged in the present, whether you're working, relaxing, or even dealing with something challenging, you can find a sense of peace and contentment that transcends external circumstances. Stoic. The Stoic Gym. Let's take a moment to explore what this looks like in practice. Imagine you're in a beautiful park, the sun is shining, and there's a gentle breeze. You sit on a bench, but instead of enjoying the scene, your mind starts racing, thinking about deadlines, bills, or an argument you had. The Stoics would urge you to bring your focus back to the present. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Listen to the rustle of the leaves. Notice the vibrant colors around you. This practice of mindfulness can transform an ordinary moment into something extraordinary, simply by being fully present. But how often do we let our minds wander, caught up in worries or distractions? Mindfulness is about training your mind to stay in the moment, to fully experience life as it happens. And this isn't just about finding peace in pleasant moments. It's also about staying grounded during difficult times. When you're present, you're better equipped to handle challenges because your mind isn't clouded by fears of what might happen or regrets about what already has. To make this practice a part of your life, start with small steps. The next time you eat a meal, try focusing entirely on the experience. Notice the flavors, the textures, and how your body feels as you eat. Or when you're walking, pay attention to the sensation of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the sights and sounds around you. These simple acts of mindfulness can help you reconnect with the present moment and find joy in the everyday. As we wrap up this journey through Stoic practices, think about how you can integrate mindfulness into your daily routine. How might your life change if you approached each day with a little more presence, a little more attention to the here and now? The beauty of Stoicism is that it doesn't require you to change your life entirely, just your perspective. And with mindfulness, you have the power to transform even the most mundane tasks into moments of joy and peace. In conclusion, the Stoic path to joy is one of simplicity, resilience, and inner peace. By understanding what you can control, practicing negative visualization, reflecting through journaling, embracing discomfort, and staying mindful, you can cultivate a deep, lasting happiness that's independent of life's ups and downs. But remember, these practices aren't just ideas. They're tools to be used daily. So as you go about your day, I encourage you to pick one of these practices and try it out. See how it changes your experience and share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this journey, and until next time, keep striving for that Stoic joy. As we come to the end of our exploration into Stoic practices, I want you to think about a moment in your life when you felt truly at peace, when everything seemed to align and you experienced a deep sense of contentment. What if that feeling could be more than just a fleeting experience? The Stoics believed that by cultivating the right mindset and habits, we can create a life where joy isn't just an occasional visitor, but a constant companion. We've journeyed through 5 powerful Stoic practices: understanding the dichotomy of control, practicing negative visualization, journaling for self-reflection, embracing discomfort, and staying mindful and present. Each of these practices offers a unique path to inner peace and lasting happiness. But remember, the true power of these ideas lies not in just knowing them, but in living them. The Stoics didn't just theorize, they practiced day in and day out. And that's what allowed them to face life's challenges with such remarkable resilience. Now, I challenge you to take what you've learned today and apply it to your own life. Start small, maybe with a few minutes of journaling or by embracing a bit of discomfort in your daily routine. Notice how these practices begin to shift your perspective, how they bring a sense of calm and clarity even in the midst of chaos. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these practices resonates most with you? How do you plan to incorporate Stoic principles into your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on Stoicism and personal growth. Your engagement helps build our community and allows us to explore these profound topics together. As you move forward, remember that the pursuit of joy is not about chasing after it, but about creating the conditions where joy naturally arises, through wisdom, courage, and a deep connection to the present moment. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep practicing, keep reflecting, and keep striving for that inner peace that the Stoics knew so well.